So my name's Andrew Bashi. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. I live in Chicago. I've been out here for about 3 years. I go to law school here at Loyola, graduating in 2 weeks, which is great. Why I work on these issues? There are a lot of reasons. I think part of it for me was being influenced by my parents, who are both immigrants from Iraq, and seeing not only their experience but also those of family members and friends that have seen war, that have they've lived in countries where torture was the norm, where detention and indefinite detention was the norm. That's not something that they came here for. They came to the United States to be free from that, and that's why I do the work that I do, is really to make sure that what they originally came from here for truly does exist. So that's I think the core of why I do the work that I do, in the simplest term. Well, generally, most of the work that I've done has been around national security issues. So I've worked at the Center for Constitutional Rights in New York on issues pertaining to the killing of U.S. citizens abroad, the assassination of U.S. citizens abroad, and also on issues like the Animal Enterprise Terrorism Act, which criminalizes a lot of what I believe is First Amendment protected activity, and could possibly be used to really stifle dissent and to criminalize dissent, which arguably it has done already. So that's kind of the core of the work that I do, but I think that the reason why I'm so interested in it is because it relates to everything else. Because I'm concerned with anti-war work, and because I'm concerned with immigration issues and drug policy and all that, the core of it, in my opinion, is we have to have the ability to have opinions that are different than what our government wants us to believe in. And if that's criminalized, then we can't fight against all the rest of the issues. And so that's really, I think, why I focus on one particular area, but I care about all of it. I would say don't limit it to just a petition. It's really easy to get sucked into just doing one, adding your name to your signature to a petition. That no matter where you are, there are people that are doing stuff that is legitimate and actually furthering that goal of substantively, it's substantive work. So if that means joining a local coalition to pass a resolution, I think that to me personally, that's a really powerful way of getting others to engage in that conversation and to make, to reverse the normalization of a lot of the horrible things that have gone on for a long time, but especially over the last 10 to 15 years. Well, I think there have been a lot of successes on a really small level, at least for me.
Great, sure.
So some of the stuff has been around organizing work at my school, which to some people, they might write off as, not huge, but in my opinion, I've seen firsthand how the work that I've done at my school has had a direct impact on people that are eventually going to be out as attorneys, and where they might have been prosecutors before, prosecuting crimes that really shouldn't be crimes, or deporting people that shouldn't be deported. That because of the work that we've been able to do and the things that we've succeeded in, for example, getting a critical race theory professor hired here at the law school, down to pretty much a bunch of little stuff, even down to democratizing the way that decisions are made at the law school, and bringing student voice into the way decisions are made. I think it starts to empower people. We start to really feel that we do have the ability to make change, and we have the ability to bring people together that we may have written off before. So.